Hey you guys, I thought today would be a really great example of how to read structure. Look at this on a bigger time frame. Clearly in a bullish market, right? Broke the all-time high around here, and it's just been nicely moving in some sort of channel or whatever you want to call it. Today, however, it was fairly clear to me that today is looking like a short day. And let's get into it. I don't want to show all that stuff just now. I want to go through this one by one. Clearly, some sort of balance highs right around here, right? Here's the high before some sort of selling around here and here. So this area gets held on Monday. From there on, we come up eventually to the highs around prior week's highs. And we come up to, we hold the balance lows. On Tuesday, we get bid off of the trap shorts here. I know this doesn't look like much time, but these are hourly bars during the RTH, and repeatedly shorting here. If you looked at a 30-minute chart or a 15-minute chart, you'll see what I mean. Spread this out a little bit. Here you go. Offer, 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 right? Even going into the close, it becomes support later in the day, sort of into the close, but a lot of shorting happening here, clearly. We get bid off those trap shorts, which to me is a pretty neutral thing. There's no major break to structure. You know, it's nice if you're long to be able to play off that. I think I went long there. And then we trended up, or whatever. We closed at the highs. Now, Wednesday's where things get a little bit more interesting to me. Sorry, Wednesday and Thursday both. We're unable to break last week's highs. We did a significant amount of volume here. Again, 30-minute candles, so spent about an hour up here. Did a lot of volume. I think I had 52 and 3/4, which is where we sold off of coming into Thursday. So much like how being bid off of trapped shorts is it's a pretty neutral thing. It's nothing major. Similarly, being offered off of trapped longs is fairly neutral. There's no initiative selling or buying occurring there. It's just you're just playing off of trapped inventory trying to exit. So we sell off the trapped longs after being bid off the trapped shorts on that Tuesday session, which was after holding the balance highs, right? So that becomes a key low here. Thursday, we sell off. We kind of chop around, and this is an important part. To me, 18s are a key level. They hold us during this ramp up. This is where they become offered. They offer again on this Tuesday session during the data. Becomes a key bit around here. So this sort of area, something like, I don't know, something like this kind of, 18-ish area, that becomes key to me. And that becomes resistance all of Thursday's RTH. And then for the majority of the Globex session, Europe tries to mark us up, but you can see it comes quickly downwards. We're not able to get to the Thursday open. I know this is a lot of rambling for why today becomes a short day. Today becomes a short day when we lose 18s. I wrote it in a Discord. I think it's too far back for me to try and find. But to me, this was here we go. You also have the ex-dividend day on the S&P. Not sure if you guys can see this. Maybe if I copy and paste it into here. There we go. That's pre-market, right? This is PST, Pacific time. Ready to come with the SPY dividend, lose 15.18, breaks down to the overnight low, which, I don't know, was around 52.10. Maybe some bids around 06 or 97. We ended up opening way lower. This was set 30 minutes before the open. We opened around 85. 98s became the IB high, but ultimately this gets into 80-ish, if not 66, right? So to me, it becomes quite clear. You had a hold of the high time frame balance highs. The market's bid off of trapped shorts. That's a neutral move. Market's offered under the trapped longs. That's neutral as well. This is where it becomes important, is that we lose the key balance at 18s during the Thursday RTH and then going into the open. We are opening far below where the majority of Globex is spent. We're gapping down. We're not just selling off of trapped long inventory. We're not just this is new initiative selling that's coming into the market. We're opening underneath settlement lows, wherever that is. I think it was around 18. I think it was 17.5. I think it was this number. Yeah, Wednesday's low. We're opening far below settlement lows. You're going to get just excessive margin call selling. Uh, yeah, here we go. Open under the settlement lows, overhead supply, NAS strongly lagging as well. Yeah, if I pull up a chart of the NASDAQ here, this is just the weekly VWAPs. Purple is weekly VWAP. NQ rallies to weekly VWAP, craps out. ES was above weekly VWAP at that same time, right? NAS is crapping out, crapping out, crapping out. It's opening near the -2 standard deviation. ES is opening at the -1. NAS in general, being the higher beta index, it's going to have more dramatic moves. When it is lagging, it's going to lag the entire market down. So to me, it was fairly clear that today would be a day I don't want to get long. And understanding this sort of stuff, I mean, look at this day, whatever this, yeah, Friday. Yeah, we're in a high time frame bull market. You generally want to be buying dips, and you can probably even have gotten away with buying a few dips today. I had some friends going long at the open, 85, 86 to pretty much the IB high. You can probably get away with scalping some longs, but if you're looking at higher time frame stuff, you're opening underneath settlement lows. You have a ton of overhead supply. You've got the Nasdaq strongly lagging, and you've lost this key 18 spot to me. And you're opening far below the majority of Globex's range. You're gapping down. To me, today was set up very well for a short. I mentioned again, in the room, if this loads. We don't even need to look at the chart. While the ES was, maybe I can show it on this chart, yeah. While ES was ramping above the high of the day here, the RTH high at 98s, the NASDAQ was failing to do so. During this entire ramp up, the NAS is lagging. You can just look at 5-minute candles and get an idea. The NAS is lagging while we're ramping up to the initial balance high. We're failing to get follow through above the initial balance high. To me, as soon as you fall below that kind of 97 level, 96, 97 level, this is a clear short. I don't know if it goes to below the day at that point. I think I mentioned covering around 91 or 80 something, or 91 or 81, I can't remember. But yeah, I thought this would just be a very good example of how to read structure, how to not get caught trying to go long on a day where it's pretty clearly a short day. Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. That's all I had to say here. 8 minutes. All right. Have a great rest of your afternoon. I think this gets pretty choppy as OPEX does its thing. Have a great night.